And then we go to the Cucsa, gents. We go to the Cooks. I don't know how I can do it. No, no. So in the chat, how tapped in are you guys with sports scenes? Sports scene like the store? No free pro, no free pro. Sports scene sponsor me. Like the sporting scene. Yeah, let tapped in got Cooksa. Depends. Okay, so let me explain to you, gents. So this week, was like 28th June. Was like 28th June till I think 2 days from now. Botswana hosted the Cooksa games. Okay? I got hosted the Cooksa game and also got the ball sports, all ball sports. We've been maintaining football way. But personally, we're gonna focus on basketball because that's the sport I play. You get me? So we're gonna focus on that. Okay? Let me go to my profile. So toda for Cooksa, I'm gonna tell you straight, gents. We had a great team. On paper, we had a great team. Okay? But we're getting fried, man. We were getting fried. Jesus, gang. We got fried on all of our games at Cucsa. Nah, yo, Austin, welcome to the stream, team. Welcome to the stream. How you been? So, gents, this is our Cucsa squad, gents. This is our Cucsa squad. So, so last season ya Cucsa, re lose sengwe le sengwe ra wina sepe go Cucseng, but team Botswana ya wina sepe go Cucsa. Last season ya basketball. Okay? This year gape, ara wina sepe gape, but we blew leads. Mo le reng di games tsa rena re simtse center leader tshameka center be re blow leader na be re togela. Ene ga basketball e ntšha mo go rona. Okay, let me tell you about this player, gents. Yo ke Mogomotsi plays for BDF 5 first team in the league, Division 1. Yo ke Mode plays for Dolphins. Antara. Yo ke gate ke na malete ke mo lebetse leina. Yo ke Tinashe plays for Relics Division 1. This is Louis. Louis plays for Relics lane. Gate Mathaga o thela gongwe Mogomotsi. I think kontra Mogomotsi because Mogomotsi is young, but everyone here, gents, has played international basketball, which I mean international, which I mean goreng either ba kile ba tswa ka team Botswana ba ya go nta ga Botswana ba go tshameka go South Africa, bo Congo, bo DRC, kae ba dule mo Botswana. Later I think he plays in Australia or something, which means these are great players, gents. When I tell you these are great players, gents. So it seems I don't want to seem like I'm gonna complain, but understand what I'm telling you, gents. These are great players. These are players where I've played against them and I've faced them many times. This was Mohammed's second Cooks. Hey, okay, yeah, even he has experience. They all have international basketball experience, so they all knew what to expect. Yoke Atang is a great player. He plays Division 1 for Dolphins. They knew what to expect. Yoke it's like I don't know if it's his second or third though, but he has international experience. He also played in the BAL, gents. This guy played in the Basketball Africa League because his team won the. His team ila wina Division 1, ila wina the playoff mo Botswana. Aba go tsameka in the BAL. The BAL is so serious, my lord. He played the playoffs at the BAL to qualify to play the season. They lost, but he played. He's such a baller. My lord, he was on the starting 5 during the Basketball Africa League. And the BAL, for you to understand how serious it is, it's NBA, I get it. Euro League, I get it. And then like G League in the league, the major leagues, and then the BAL is one of the major leagues. The BAL is one of the major leagues. Apparently, it was in the US for yes. Also, so he played basketball overseas. Like generally, I can sit down and point to 5 niggas on that team and say these people played basketball overseas, which means by basketball, how they have the IQ to play basketball at an advanced rate, better than the average player. We should not be losing Motimia Cook cellaring teams at university against Zimbabwe, South Africa. What are we doing, gang? But there's a lot of factors that is okay? There's a lot of factors. So we have to in the team, played in the US, he's an experienced player. He's been playing for a while. He might be young by age, but he's been playing for a while. I think he's like 23, 24. But he has the experience. Okay? Basically he was He was the team leader, I think. Where was Butsile? Butsile is in Japan. Butsile is playing. Butsile Odlala team. He's been signed to a team called Atleast in Japan. And then this guy too. Lene, he played international basketball. Dingan, this Dingan. But this guy played international basketball as well, of which I'm telling you, these are great players, like Malik Dag. How pick a team at 3x3? This is Des is international basketball. Des is the best player statistically in Botswana, which means he has the most points. Statistically, he's the best player in Botswana. And he's like 22, 20, 23. He's a young nigga too, but he has a lot of experience. So if I tell you we picked the Avengers for this team in Malik Dak. On paper, these niggas are supposed to be the Avengers. But not related to what the fuck is this game? This nigga might have a 40-inch vet. We had the fucking Avengers, gents. This is 25. Okay, 25. He's 25, I get it. But these are players later at the national team. Okay, let's go to YouTube and let me show you how they were playing. I want to show you niggas how they were playing. Now it's again. Ke gona ta bona gore dilo tse dingwe o kwa tlhoganya kana ke coaching kana ke eng but kana ba tshoka ka teng malaitaga re gateletse re tshwara bolo ra tika hela ha rena plan. Niggas don't set screens for each other. We just on some bullshit gang. Like what? Boy, I'm not even gonna lie gang. I'm not even go ra ke no potolo ga khanya teng malaitaga re ne re palwa ke basketball malaitaga na ke tsore go simla ne re palwa ke basketball. Me basketball era palets. Malaitaga. Era palets. We were struggling, gents. We were struggling hard. We were having a hard time, boy. This one. This game mode. Really got half on really damn Zanz.
Good defense.
No, let me show you, gents. Let me show you. The one. This is Matla da. Matla, I play with him go Renatangal team one Ebotez. He was playing as a point guard. He's like 6'3", 6'2". He was playing as a point guard. Habam delay, I guess I'm delaying, can I'm delay forward, can I'm delaying. I don't think I saw him shooting a ball ever. I don't think I ever saw him shooting a ball in these games. So a player is a point guard Corona should be at least a shooting guard. Unless more forward. But they had this nigga rebounding and passing the ball. But I'm just
and a foul one there.
Makes you wonder plenary coaching Aileen.
Looks like.
But okay, let's watch though.
This fixture is already starting to heat up here.
Just watch.
3 points apiece in the 8th minute here on the first quarter.
Hold on, gents. I might just have to break this down like a coach. I hope you niggas can keep up with me. Tell me if you niggas get lost. I'll put you all on game, gents. Okay?
3
This is coming up with the ball. I get it.
In the 8th minute here on the first quarter.
So when the PG comes up with the ball, plays on the car. I get it. So we see him running. I get it. We see Atang here is running. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens. Mat is on the outside. Dingan is on the inside. This is Mohumut. Yeah. They're running. I guess they're running, but they're running whatever play they're running a play. Watch. He goes to pick for him.
Again, good dribble to the paint, but ball's turned over there.
This shit is making me so angry, gang. I don't know why. Coach that is the play, gang. With 24 seconds on the clock. Man, I don't want to sound like I'm hating or anything. But
yeah,
come on,
South
gang.
Africa to get yet another point, but another turnover here by South Africa. Again, good drive into the paint. Finds the man at the 3-point line. But it hits the rim over there. And
let's see them running back.
Botswana at the moment. Again, They have a lot of good 3-point shooters here. As they go for another one. It hits the rim. And
Hey man, that's enough basketball for the day, man. I have nothing positive to say here, gents. I generally have nothing positive to say. And another only thing that I see game plan with all, like, let me be honest, gents. Let me be honest. With all the players we had on our Cucsa team, we genuinely lost to other teams. Nah, boy. Nah, boy. Nah, boy. Like, there's only so much you can say, Malita bakoni basketball, until you can sit down and say, me, basketball, it's the right basketball. If they're playing the wrong basketball, then who's in charge of that basketball, gents? Why is a team of elite players that have international experience losing to teams like South Africa? Why are we going to, why go breaking leader? In a blowout. Come on, gents. Let's lock in, gents. Let's lock in, gents. I don't know, gents. Coaches gotta lock in, gang. Hey man, if you have to, we might have to bring coaches from USA later, cause right, gents. We've been losing for many years straight. Nothing changed. No one woke up one day about gents, it's been 10 years I lose. Can't just win. Kemo coach is the same person as our coach. Can't just change a coach. Something like that. Like come on, like boy. Nah, but we gotta lock in, gents. I don't wanna say too much. At a game, people are gonna be looking at me funny or something, but we're losing too much, gang. Are serious, like are serious. Go football on loser. I wake up and make sure I mention who lose it to lana. Go basketball on I have to hold the same standard, gents. I have to hold the same standard. Are serious ka basketball These are great players, they should have won. Why didn't our players win? Like, who can the Minister of Sports kasi tiro we king? What's your players are not sa win? Why was a winnie we? Had player it's a con are poor basketball altogether, eh? I don't know how to investigate or why loser year after year after year or a loser. Why are we still losing? If okay, we have good coaches on paper. If the coach is good on paper and the players are good on paper, then the paper is the one that's wrong. Then the paper is one that's wrong. I'll tell you that. Because basketball is very simple, gents. If we are not winning, then there's someone to blame or no. Re lose it because relapi, re lose it because harnaski, re lose it because of this. If we are losing, there's gonna be a reason out why we lose it. Let's say Ronaldo Saints on my team. Now I know why we lose. Me personally, I know why I get in a game and I don't drop 20 points. Guys, I don't have the stamina. I don't work hard enough. I don't show up enough at training. Okay? So I know. I'll tell you, every single one of those players, why lose it. Maybe one of these days I'll find one face to face. Why did you guys lose those games? What was happening? Tell me. Wrong. Let's say like, come on, these are like 10 international players here, and we're losing. Some conversations have to be had. Let's retrench the whole BBA. Yes, actually, I back that up. We should retrench the whole thing. BBA who cancel who similar say shout with new people with new management. Sometimes I don't like this thing. We always need like people that come from outside to elevate the things that we do, but sometimes they're needed, gang. Sometimes you need to bend the whole thing down for us to build it back up. Because tell me why the score is 17-19, right? Hold on, let me show you. 21-20. This is the second. I wanna show you when we went to the half. What was the score? 33-28. 5-point difference. 35-32. Later, we couldn't even peel away. What? Like, at this point, we're at a point where if I sit down, there's a team let me see the players. Let me see who's gonna be in the lead of all that. In my head, I'm just gonna be like, we're gonna lose. That's how bad it is. Like, it's so bad. I don't even need to know who we're playing against. I just need to know who's playing. I just need to know who's on our side. Like, shit. Later, you could tell me we're gonna be playing under 14 go USA under 14, and I tell you we're gonna lose. Coach the player, I'll tell you we're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? These players who when about lose a national team, when they go to the league, but some guy like, oh no, but if we take all these players, mix team one, these are gonna be the greatest players of all time. So it doesn't make sense why we're losing like this. I saw the Cucsa camp and niggas were drinking 8 p.m. and Sprite. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? There's always a valid reason of why we're losing. Cultural, but talk Trinos was there, gang. Trinos was there. Was he not there? But Tina they were there. Lack of chemistry and egos. Almost all of these niggas, they've played together. Now, with my own eyes as a basketball player, I'll tell you this. The way they were playing, basketball and Tamika, the sets they were running, all those things. It shows me what I'm training is as it was never gonna win them the games. This is college basketball basically, right? If it's college basketball, the first thing so sees in college basketball is college basketball. It's something that's the first thing. College basketball. You need to get a bucket in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. That's how it's played. Trinos has coached the national team and they still lost. Exactly. TNT would break them. Who's TNT, gang? The team is just shit. Nah, gang. Nah, gang. Nah, gang. No. Nah, Malaidaga. Nah. We've seen changes everywhere and anywhere. This year we made, last year whatever. Nereko AFCON. Like every other sport, elevate. Rona, Rentari, Hahela, Harnalona, about the team is shit. Now, come on, gang. Let's be serious. Do you know almost every year mo Botswana gona go postile players ba le go airport ba tshwere khadinyana go lo USA kana go teng but we are proud to announce we're sponsoring Smama is going overboard at the overboard for basketball for scholarships for basketball lessons. Every year we have a player yang kontrala hats. It's always like 2 or more. Every year we always have 2 or more players ba tswela kontrala for basketball. If we start with the first player for basketball, basketball, against these teams, they wouldn't lose like this, gang. I saw in my life they wouldn't lose like this. So all those people who are sponsored basketball thinking, what's the point of all that then? They play hungry in the league. In the games that it's like they were scared of getting injured. Which is crazy to me, gang. Which is like you should be your duty first is to be how selected as a national team player. You're almost like a diplomat. Or represent on a national level. You're a diplomat. A national team player is a diplomat. As a diplomat, you're supposed to be doing as much as you can for your country. If it means dying in the line of fire, you have to die in the line of fire for your country. Basketball, whatever happens to you, it's under the government, directly under the government. The same night, get the best doctor in Botswana. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how it is. How the national team, representative, national team, or diplomat, or minister, or national team. Role national team, or is the captain of the basketball team. Once I like responsibility ya gagwe kalo gore nna gona na kopa le des mo tseleng tshwantse go ra des ke bona tsengela national team. Please, can I get a picture with you? Can I please get a picture with you, Des? I'm a big fan of yours. I saw you playing for the national team. That's how serious it is. Do you niggas understand what I'm saying right now? Like, and now we have a failing program. Program it's built to fail. We just fail and fail and fail and fail. Program win. It never wins ever. Ever. Niggas go out the country for basketball and get there just to be D3 material and lose hope. Some girls get there and care less. Guys in the Cucsa team played in college in the States. You know, I wonder about it. Our players been talking basketball States. Shit. The best I can do is D3 or like whatever the lower leagues. I think if we can spend money to send a player there, I incubate we should go the extra step of spending money to make sure that player understands what you're doing here is to elevate the country. what you're doing there is for the country, not just yourself. So if you ever feel basketball on the international level, but I can't hang, just remember you're not playing basketball to play American basketball. No, you're playing basketball to elevate our basketball in Botswana. Let me say, for example, Bagi utshameka basketball ko States. Bagi a sentse utshameka basketball ko States. A tsena sekolo ko a reng ha hetsa o ta mo Botswana ke re to berekela mo Botswana. Wa go tswedisa tshameka basketball mo Botswana o to elevate league ya rona. Bagi might not be the one player to play in the NBA, but Bagi will inspire the next player who's gonna play in the NBA. You understand what I'm saying? Like, take for me, for example, as a streamer right now. I might be maybe one of the first few people that better buy streamer like that in Botswana. I know my role is not to be Kai Cenat. And I won't be unhappy with me not being Kai Cenat. At best, the best thing I could do is me inspiring the little kid ele Kai Cenat. Like sometimes you gotta come to we gotta face things like that. Okay, my role is not to be this. My role is to be that. Okay, fine. I'm 21 and I'm playing in the US, and I don't think I'm gonna get drafted and all that. Okay, mental health, therapy, and all that. They teach you no. When is to come back and build your own system. Is to come back and do this. Like all the small things. The BBA acknowledged that these guys go to the States, come back, and not improve the country. Which means, then at that point, it should stop then. We've never had a podium finish. That's what, at all, we've never had a podium finish, gang. Ever. Like, Ronari, you had participation trophies. You got to win a marathon about your medal because no tile. Our system fails most of us that start playing basketball in high school, and niggas are already years ahead of us. Yeah. That's true. That's true though. Imagine o lo to tome. O tshameka basketball lo go senioreng. Ho tsana mo ga borona o ithala motho sala tshameka basketball al 12. O mongwe sala isimtsa le 6. When they get there, they don't play ball. They're never prepared for the culture shock. We won the select tournament in Lesotho last year. Did we? Nele under what? It was what? Was it like a Team Botswana item? Or that Ghana, like, was it a Team Botswana meloring? Because Ghana the tournament in the we didn't have a team because there are no team. I wanna the sports so because we don't have sports in schools, that means hello Team Botswana. They're playing in private institutions. We don't know about a player ko Francis Town. We don't know about a player ko Totome. We don't know about a player ko Shakawe ko Maung. Example one. Look at someone like Lami. Lami not song like Francis Town, not song Matas Bay. If Lami played around the time ya kumpenwana, nke ba se discovery or Lami teng o tsanga basketball. Well, maybe he would have ngaba se tsanga national team. Doing ya tseleng tsinyana. Which means there's a whole other world of players out there. People don't play. Versus team. Oh, hold on. You mean the one about Ikalanga? Oh, I remember. Team Botswana basketball versus Lesotho basketball. Shit, like I could close my eyes right now and tell you we're better than Botswana we're better than Lesotho in everything. Botswana basketball teams have historically dominated their matchups against Lesotho basketball teams. Gents, I'm trying to put us in conversations about Congo, level Nigeria. I'm trying to put us in those conversations. This is Lesotho. Lesotho is like a mini Botswana Ghana. Onsara, everyone go Lesotho ke Botswana technically. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, gang. If there's any team, I'm sure we're gonna beat Lesotho. But Lami is the reigning Bisa MVP. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, right? If Lami was playing around this time, he would have never been discovered, gang. Enough for anyone to even notice what he can be an MVP. I used to play Go Rainbow. And we went to South Africa and we showed there's levels to this. And we got a bronze in my game. I've gone to Durban with MEP and 1 bronze. Youth development, access and coaching. I guess. But it's growing. It's growing though. Some institutions are trying about the they're pushing. In the grand scheme of things, I feel like ngora go hella somewhere go no go kono tshwantsenya lwana loreng bo dirubele bo I don't know any other institutions that only know the rubele. But yeah, go ta hella somewhere malaita maybe. But right now, tshwantse re ntshe badala ba mo officing, re simela ka badala mo officing. The coaches tsa bana ba golo ra ba ntshela bothe. Motho gompieno tshwantse go teng gore nne coach o tshwantse go le 45 years or younger ebile you must have a stacked CV. Stacked re batla gore nne le international experience, o nne le qualifications tsa go nna coach, o nne le record e winang, o nne le like dibuka tse di kwadileng wena o bua gore ke kwale this theory about basketball re go bona gore motho o ka re winisang re ka lapa man ai Elite Academy is one of those institutions of basketball gonana. Like actually we gotta respect basket, we gotta respect every sport. Hello government of botsona go tshela madi mo di sportseng re tshwantse re di respect enough gore mo le mo le o tsanga sport seo I hold you accountable, respect the win mo di sporteng tse. We should never be in a position ring. I know last year we lost, the year before that we lost, the year we lost, the COVID years happened, and the years before COVID we lost, the years before that we lost. Loser. Anyway, he could win meal. We were losing nonetheless. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? All our coaches have level 1 FIBA course, which is the lowest in the FIBA course. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was like, hey man. Like right now, I would put my life on the line to say this team, hold on, let me show you. I would put my life on the line to say this team right here versus versus our best 10 players in Botswana. We're losing. This team. Our best. Get our best. Like, try to imagine the best players you've seen in Botswana right now. Ragobatsa bo ikalanga bo dese bo mama malate yaudo ba gore gatelela re ka ra ja sepe gone. Shit, I don't think re tola 50 points. I don't think re tola 40 points ebile. I don't think ra motola under 17 yone malate yone. King Louis is working on a documentary about basketball. First episode in August and Mars. I can't wait to see that. If there's anyone I trust when it comes to media, it's Louis. Louis is always cooking. He's always cooking. I respect him for that a lot. Ansar, I'm 6'4" and they played me center at under 19 last year. You see, bro, Stans, now I play center for my team. I play center for both. And on my best day, I'm 6'1". On my best day, I'm telling you what I did plyometrics and I stretched. I'm 6'1" on my best day. I'm 6'1", which means like my normal height is like 6 foot. On my worst day, I'm like 5'11". I don't even know, gang. I don't even know, but I'm playing center. Why the fuck am I playing center at barely 6'1"? Why am I playing center? I should never be in a position to play center. And since center, it's not even an elevated type of center where you can move with the ball, you can shoot threes. Get in the paint, nigga. That's the basketball we're playing in Botswana. All those little niggas got hopes, and I on a good diet. They're not black label. Level desk weekend. Hey man, hey. I respect the sports. I respect the sports. Kore na se sente na ka yona kanya Cucsa itse keng. Ke gore ke gore re tshameka le bana ba di-college mathaka a tswang go zima ko bale le bone ba nwa di-cote like it's not like bone kana ba na le madi a mantsi kana the special or whatever ba tshwana le rona re tshwana hela mara bone ba nna ba re itahela hanke ba loser rena re loser hela rona di-player tse teng ba nwa di-cote ka di-weekend le rona re nna re loser hela a ne gone gore blame eng imagine level 1 is for development and our development is terrible. I used to run for shooting jump shots, even if it, you see what I'm saying? Mona, this young nigga is tall, man. When I'm I want you to rebound, block shots, and take layups, and post up in the paint, rebound, block shots, post up. 3 things. LeBron is 6'8", gang, and he's a fucking point guard. Cade Cunningham is 6'7", he's a point guard. LaMelo Ball is 6'7", he's a point guard. So in the grand scheme of things, basketball re batla go itshameka rona ke eng? Hello basketball rona re tshameka re improve re nne le pride ya go ra wina mo lehatsheng. What's the end goal if motho 6'8", motho 6'5" ke gate ke center mo Botswana and o 6'4" ke shooting guard. Gate ke na malito le tshameka Chicago Bulls, the white guy Australia yole. Josh Giddey is like 6'7", he's a point guard. Remember, if you're 6'7", you'll be lucky to bounce the ball once in a game. And Tanaka was 5'10", frying everyone. Tanaka came from Zimbabwe, fried everyone in Botswana. What the fuck was that? Some players take respect to man. Bo Ikalanga, I respect Ikalanga a lot because Ikalanga is like 6'3", but he forced Horaska Timu to a center. He doesn't play center. He's a small forward at best. But on paper, he should be at least a shooting guard or a point guard. Bo Ima is big, but that nigga is not big to be a center. That nigga is not big enough to be a center. Ima is big, but he's not big enough to be a center. But guess what position he plays? He's a center. He's not big enough to be a center. On the go be a yellow Africa Basketball Africa League. Ima does not hang with any point guard, with any centers at all. Ima at best should be a small forward, never a center. Maro sengisa center mo Botswana. Center e loreng ya screen le come on bro, what the fuck are we doing gang? Rireng. Tanaka came into the league Fridays. Bona Kendrick, do you guys remember Kendrick? That guy from the US. That nigga's like 5. That nigga was like 5'10", 5'9". That nigga won MVP. That nigga came in and fried the whole league. What the fuck are we doing? That nigga came in and fried the whole league. You know what that nigga would do? That nigga would go to the game. That nigga would go to the game, play, fry everyone, and then that's all he goes with you niggas to the club and buy Don Julio. Yo, boy. Aye, man, shit. I want that. Maybe what Lomagana. The guy's name is Nelmoja. Who are you talking about, eh? One from South Africa said prolific prep, which is AJ Demanza. Oh. Top people in this country quit way too early, but nonchalant. Kendrick is an alcoholic. You see what I'm saying? That nigga would blow. What about 2 years ago? Talking about a drop at 8. At 2 years ago, a drop at 8 about winner MVP. Aye, boy. Average height that players at the team USA. Average height that one is 6'4". But I'm like that under 17. Yeah, average height is 6'4". Enzo Moeli, Judah Townsend. They're in the US. Let's see if we can find them. So maybe we'll be lucky. Let's see. Enzo Moeli basketball with Ogana Yanis was playing in this league. I get it. Giannis is like 6'4", 6'5". Nah, he's taller than that. I think he's 6'7". Giannis 6'7", 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". That nigga, they wanted to make him a center. That nigga refused, boy. That nigga was shooting threes. Bringing the ball up. I was like, hey, if you wanna go somewhere with basketball, do that for yourself, gang. How kwa succeed ka basketball arona mo Botswana. Mo Botswana how kwa he's 6'9", he grew. God damn, nigga, he's 6'9". Fucking hell. Hey, so now when I was trying to hold player now I'm this tall. But what be the center? Khana. If force on mo bench change a team. Fuck it. Change a team to the new team you get to well na get some center. Well, maybe I'll rebound there and there, but I'm not a center. I'm a forward. I play outside the paint. I don't want to stay inside the paint. You can learn the footwork, yeah, center or whatever, but when you're not a center. Onsara. bro was playing a 6'4" point guard. That's a true point guard. Hey, holy 6'3", you're undersized. 6'3" is so small, Melon. The chances of you getting drafted, they're basically 1 out of 10 for you to get drafted because you're 6'3" hell ahead. Later stands. That's what you gotta do, gang. If niggas tell you to be a center, nah, fuck that shit, gang. Abibol is too FIBA oriented. That's killing player development. Now, sometimes I wonder about that. Which way I wonder about that. Think about Bosebia. Mahatatone Bosebia, Bo Slovakia, Bo Australia, Europe. Think about Europe. They're all using FIBA. Straight FIBA rules. Lucas frying the whole NBA. Straight FIBA rules. Jokic is frying the whole NBA. Europeans are going crazy in the NBA. But France, FIBA rules. Nalita, net or one. I'll say it right here, right now, verbatim, Malita. Our truth in basketball is we don't succeed because of corruption. That's my first thing, and that's my last statement. Even when I joined Sabres, I had to rappel at the coach that I don't know to not make me play center. Bro. Nalakanya center first of all, I'm not tall enough to play center. I'm not skilled enough in the post to play center. If anything, look at me straight in the face and tell me, Theodore, if you don't play center, we won't play you. And then I say, I bet I'll sit on the bench. Okay? My problem is I was tall